sounds fine.
Hello, people. Welcome to Main Event Boxing Talk, and we are back after a lengthy break because we never do one very often. So I just want to send my condolences to Spencer.
Yeah, the passing of
to
his
Spencer.
mother, to Spencer, and I hope he finds peace soon. I'd love to have him back, and I'm sorry what happened.
He'll be back soon.
Okay.
Well, let's get on with it. Let me look at the first thing. Oh, here we are. Benavidez is going to be fighting Ramirez for the WBA and WBA cruiserweight titles.
That's true. I watched the weigh-in today, and I mean, they both. I think between the two of them, Zurdo looks like he's in better shape, but that's because he's used to that weight, so you can see more muscle definition. While Benavidez looks a little chubby, but he's always looked chubby. So I wouldn't take that as being a bad thing so much. Who are you picking for this? I'm curious.
I'm going to pick Benavidez because he's younger, fresher, and I think he's more talented as well.
I would agree with that. I think it's going to go the distance. I think Zurdo poses some problems that he's not really faced in terms of size. Also, the southpaw and the weight. We'll have to see. The unknown is how Benavidez will deal with the weight. But I think he's sparred with heavyweights before. So it shouldn't be a big deal for him. But we'll have to see. Zurdo is not an amazing puncher, but he packs power. And both of them do the very similar things. They both throw a lot of punches. So they both weigh you down with a lot of punches. That's been what Benavidez did at the lower weights. He would just keep coming at you, and he'd lose the first 3 rounds or so, and then he'd just start unloading and just buzzsawing most of those guys out of there. I don't know if he's going to be able to do that with Zurdo, because that extra weight, I don't know how that's going to affect his endurance.
It's one of them, isn't it?
Pardon me?
It's one of them sort of weird fights, isn't it, really, when you look at it?
Yeah. It has those, what do you call it? Those things those little factors that could make or break it. And Zurdo is he made 200. So
it's crazy, really.
Good. Yeah, he looks good, and he's trained well. So we'll see. I'm going to go with the decision in favor of Benavidez. But I don't know. To me, it's like a 50-50 toss-up.
I'm thinking knockout to Benavidez because I just think he's younger, fresher. And Ramirez doesn't really do a lot at this weight. He's fought easier opposition. Benavidez is an elite fighter. Ramirez is not, in my opinion, in any capacity.
Okay, I can see it. I don't know.
He couldn't cut it as a light heavyweight. He's only cruiserweight champion because there's nobody decent. The only person he beat was CBS, Chris Billam-Smith. That's it. That's all he's done.
That's a good point. And I do favor Benavidez in this. I think it'll go for a decision. I don't think it'll be a knockout, but I'm with you on the win.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
All right, cool. What's next?
Jarrell Miller beats Lenny Pirro on points in a very, very good fight. He threw a lot of punches. Oh, the action! I saw the highlights. The action was second to none in that fight. In
the beginning it looked like Pirro was outboxing him, and then Miller did what he always does. He goes to the inside fight, and he smothered him, and he just beat him on the inside, and he took every punch, and the other guy tanked out.
He was talking to him. I heard him talking to him saying, "Is that all you got? Is that all you got?" And the rest said, "Don't do that. Don't do that." And I'm like, "What? Why are you getting involved? Let them fight."
Well, it's psychological. Ali used to do that. I'm going to turn this snare drum off in the background. It's buzzing. Just give me a second.
Looks like a dentist room.
Oh, yeah, really? Because of the chairs and everything? No, but
the dentist chair.
There's the drum set. That's where I drill the cavities.
Deary me.
Yeah.
Right.
But I watched the fight, and he wore him down physically, and that's psychological. Ali used to do that. They used to tell him to shut up.
It's like just let the fighters fight and do their thing, and you're there to stop the fight. If it gets messy, not tell them what to do. They know what to fucking do.
If they're talking and not fighting, that's different.
Yeah.
But who cares? Let them go.
Yeah.
Let them do it.
I think referees spoil fights a lot of the time now. In the old days, they just let them get on with it. They didn't care, let them get on with it.
I have a question. What I've noticed over there in the UK, that the referees sometimes step in before the knockout too soon. Do you notice that over there?
Yeah, they do. It's just the way they are.
So they're much more concerned with the fighter's safety, I think. Sometimes I think it's a little premature. Like the guy still has his, he's defending, but he's just taking too many punches.
Well, yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, and he's not really in trouble. He's just taking too many punches.
It's just the way the refs are, They don't. I just think that we've seen it with Joseph Parker against Fogle. We've seen it, and the hometown decision. I think the referees are not very good over here, to be absolutely honest. They're pretty crap.
Or they are, I mean, I guess they're more conscious of a fatality over there.
Yeah, which I understand, but it's part of boxing. They're not stupid. They know what to expect. Right, in our next fight, we've got Inoue against Nakatani. This is undisputed, I believe. Featherweight and junior featherweight. So I'm going to pick Inoue to win because I don't see anyone beating him. Nakatani is good, but he's not in the same class.
He doesn't have the speed, but Inoue really has to protect against the right hand, man. He gets caught with that right hand a lot, and sometimes a left hook because he drops the right hand.
The problem with it is
he's susceptible to a left hook.
Inoue his age, and we can see it in front of our eyes. His last couple of fights, couple of years, we've seen him age a little bit, slow down a little bit. He's still dangerous, though,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's 10 years.
I'm sorry, continue.
It's 10 years since he beat Jamie McDonnell. That's a decade. Can you believe that's a decade?
Well, he won the title pretty quickly, like in his fourth fight.
Oh yeah. He destroyed Jamie McDonnell. Or in like one round. It was embarrassing because he was so good. McDonnell was like a 6-time, made 6 defenses, Pretty impressive, really.
Wow. Well, he is a rare fighter. He gets in and out fast, and his hands are fast, but his weakness is dropping that right hand. When he's been dropped several times by different fighters with left hooks and almost knocked out.
Yeah, it's shocking, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and he's going up now in weight, and he's at a height disadvantage.
He's going to go to featherweight next, they're saying. I'm like, probably. I think he could do it, but it would be a stretch,
He's going to run into bigger guys.
Right, let's move on to heavyweight news now. Anthony Joshua is fighting Christian Prenga in a comeback fight. This guy is ranked number 2 in Albania as their best heavyweight, and he's 32 in boxer. But his record is made up of fluff, the usual crap. 20 wins, 1 loss, and no draw.
Yeah,
it's an easy fight.
I think Joshua has some ring rust. I saw it with when he fought Jake Paul. He started picking it up around the 4th round. Jake Paul was all over the place. And they had a good show, in other words, but his timing was a little off. So he needs a little bit of ramp up because I think this is going to set him up, and Fury's going to do a fight, I believe.
Yeah, he is, but I don't think that fight ever happens. They keep saying it's going to happen, but I believe it when they're both in there.
It's really up to Anthony Joshua.
I think Fury would destroy him anyway. I've said that for the last decade, haven't I? That he would kill Joshua in a fight, and there's only one winner in that fight.
Well, judging by Fury's last fight, his last couple of fights, he mentioned that after the 3rd Deontay Wilder fight, or the 2nd or the 3rd, he had a shoulder injury. And if you watch the Netflix series, the Gypsies don't believe going and having surgery because
he should, because he's an idiot if he doesn't. But that last fight he did, basically he just beat up Makhmudov for a whole 12 rounds or 10 rounds, what it was. Makhmudov is so slow, even in out of shape fury like he was, managed to just destroy him, didn't he? He's hitting him. He's like, you hear, bah, 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 bah.
Well, I don't think he was out of shape, man. He was active all 12 rounds.
But he destroyed Makhmudov. Really, how he didn't take him out of
but
that.
he wasn't out of shape. His engine was good.
Yeah, but he walked in. He was just walking into Makhmudov's punches, and there was a bit where he was in the corner where he went. Da, 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 he threw like 7 punches in one. And Makhmudov was like,
it's hard to knock him out.
But Makhmudov is so slow. He's probably as slow as Value Rebels, and that's saying something.
It's true, and but Fury looked considerably good for the time off and the combination of punches. He was throwing a lot of combinations, and he did try to take him out a couple of times, but he just couldn't get to the guy enough. And his corner was yelling at him to take him out, but Makhmudov was smart. He'd try to throw a couple punches and just grab and grab and grab.
Yeah. But we'll move on to Lawrence Okolie's failed a drugs test.
Yee. I know, that's too bad, right?
It's terrible. I mean, he's had a career. He's been world champion, 2-weight world champion. At heavyweight, to me, he hasn't looked that impressive, really, has he? Not he's against the people he's fought, but he hasn't fought anyone with a pulse. Tony Yoka would have been a good test for him. I think he still would have won it.
Tony Yoka was an Olympic champion, wasn't
he? Yeah, but the thing with him, he lost 3 fights in a row, and then he's fought nothing but fluff in the last 2 years. He had a couple of fights in Britain, fighting under a small promotion, but it wasn't anything to write home about.
Yeah, Lawrence Okolie is going to face a ban here, and he says that
before
he's not taking responsibility.
If he gets this ban, he'll be 37. There's no point. He might as well just announce his retirement now.
Well, good luck. Look at some of the older fighters we have now.
I think he could get away with a big fine and probably a year's ban. I don't think it will be for us. I think he'll only get like a year's ban, and then if he is, it's not too bad. But he hasn't looked impressive at heavyweight. He's packed a load of weight on, weighing about 280 pounds. That's not him. That's not natural.
Right.
It's weird.
Yeah.
And
who is he going to fight? If he comes back. I mean, right now he has to deal with Tuma. He has to deal with.
It won't be anyone with a pulse. It'll be some guy that you've never heard of from Afghanistan or something,
Yeah, because you have guys coming up now that are pretty badass.
You do, yeah.
Over, and what's his name who won the title, the WBC title?
God.
Fighter Dubois.
Yeah.
What's his name again?
Fabio Wardley, the WBO. Fabio would crush him. He's not a natural heavyweight. He looks terrible. He looks slower than what he did before. When he was at cruiserweight, he was athletic. He looked good. He was more or less skinny. Now he's at heavyweight. He doesn't look right, and I just think he's in the wrong division. It's crazy.
Have you been tracking the whole thing here in the USA about revising the Ali Act with Dana White and Zuffa and all that?
No, I haven't. No, what's going on with that then?
Well, Oscar De La Hoya went there with Nico Walsh, Ali's grandson.
Yeah.
And there are some of the protections, contractual protections and various other things that Dana White, who's friends with the White House over there with the MMA, and everybody's lockstep over here in the Republican Party in the Senate, and it looks like they're going to be doing some revisions. And Nico Walsh said, if you do that, then please take my grandfather's name off of it. Yeah,
I mean, this guy's a joke, isn't he? I mean, Nico Ali Walsh. I mean, yeah, he's on the right side. He should go to court, stay out of the ring because he's not good enough.
Well, the thing here is that what they want to do is, under the Ali Act, fighters have life and medical insurance.
Yeah.
They have, but if you take that in retirement, but if you take that away, what they're trying to do is rewrite it. And if you look at the contracts in Zuffa, what they were saying was that the people who get the insurance is Zuffa.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like it's everything. It's taking away a lot of these things that fighters need in the United States.
Yeah.
and around the world. So you're going to have those promotional companies are going to have to come to agreements on contracts.
Yeah.
You know, because
We'll see.
what's his name? Oscar De La Hoya is trying to make a match with Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn.
Jesus. Crazy.
Who do you think would win that?
Out of who?
Over there, Conor Benn and Ryan Garcia.
Ryan Garcia would melt into pieces. It'd be a massacre.
Yeah.
Conor Benn, he's too big for welterweight. He's big enough for super. He's probably, he's better at middle because welterweight, he doesn't look right. He's drained. He's weight drained. He's slow. I mean, he's got good punching power. He's got a good enough chin, but I just think he lacks the skills to beat any of the top guys in welterweight. He could probably win a belt in 154 or 160 if because he's better at a bigger weight, I think.
Right. Well, I'm just saying it's going to be hard for them to put things together, and get the matches that they need. So I think some of these fighters are going to be like tempted by the
money,
over there to come on.
What will happen next with Conor is he'll probably be made to go up to middleweight and fight for the vacant Zuffa belt. That's the only world title he's winning, in my view, unless there's vacant titles at the other weights where he can win against easier opponents. That's the only way he's going to win a world title. He doesn't have the talent. He doesn't have the skill. People just need to be. Oh. Tom will be back in a minute, I presume. Oh, he's back now.
Yeah, I'm back here. Sorry.
Yeah. What happened there?
You were saying he doesn't have the talent. He doesn't have the skill.
I can't hear you.
Hold 1 second.
I think your microphone's off.
Yeah, hold on. Hello.
I can't hear you. Your microphone's off.
1 second.
How dare you disrupt the podcast, you bastard.
Sorry. There we go. It should work. Hello. No?
No sound. Let me take you off and then I'll add you back on again. Remove from stage. Come back again. Oh dear. And then come back again.
Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't hear you though. I don't know why.
Let me see. 1 minute. Check 1 2. Check 1 2 3.
No, still can't hear.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Do you want me to take you out completely and then you come back again? I'll try. What I'll do is I'll kick you from the studio and then you come back again.
All right. Go ahead.
And then come back again. Should be back in a minute. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can't hear you though, but I'm sure. Let me check the live stream to see if I can hear you actually talk. Give me a second.
Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello.
Wait a second.
You say goodbye.
Channels.
Hello, hello. Hello.
Channels. I can hear you on this, but I can't hear you on my thing.
All right.
Well, that's not. I can hear you on the other bit. I can't hear you. Speak again. All right.
Hello.
So we're going to move on now to something else. Let me just see what there is, because you can hear me. So let me just find it. Let's talk about Moses Atuma being a top prospect.
Sure.
Speak again. All right. So we're going to move on. Yeah. So if you start then.
Okay. Well, as far as I could tell from Moses, he's on the right road to becoming one of the champions.
Let's talk about Moses Atuma being a top prospect. Yeah. Are you good to talk?
Yeah.
Okay. If you talk, then I can hear you on this.
Okay. Well, like I said, he's on the road. Okay. Well, as far as I could tell from Moses, he's on the right road.
I can't. It's better for you to keep talking.
Okay, well, as far as Moses goes, he has everything right now, but he needs to get matched with a variety of styles and getting there with somebody who could actually keep up with him with his speed and movement. I watch his footwork and it's pretty good, but I think if he gets with somebody who's a little bit of a cutie as far as styles go, he's going to have a problem. So he needs other styles. He needs to maybe come over and start fighting some people in the USA. Keep up with him with his speed and movement. I watch his footwork and it's pretty good, but I think if he gets with somebody who's a little bit of a cutie as far as styles
Yeah.
go,
So my opinion is that Moses just needs the right opponent. You know, he needs to go rounds, like say go a full 10 rounds against somebody tricky. But it's just the matchmaking him with the right people. But I just think it's quite impossible. You know, the way things are going.
I think he needs more variety, and I think you're right. He doesn't have a lot to choose from where he is right now.
Right, I think we're going to end things there because of these technical problems, but we'll be back next week.
For sure.
I will ring you in a minute anyway, Tom. We're going to end the stream now.
All right, thank you.